Hello, hello. Hello, are folks here? Yo, hey, hi, conscious coder. Yes, and your attendance. Ten, just let you know, like today I was also not feeling very good to start this, but I knew that I have told people that I will start this today again, so I had to join. Uh, Sorry for a bit late, but no worries. Starting a few more, just setting up a few more things before we start. Uh, okay, where is the lead code screen? Had dinner, I hope. No, bro. Today I thought of having dinner before, planned also, but as the office work kept on till 7:30, and then I went out for a walk and had tea outside actually. So not today also. So yeah, I'll have dinner, but at least today, my father told me to at least come to have dinner at least by 11 or 11:15. Don't be late. Uh, oh, that's a good Teju. That is also good. Some way. Okay, so let's ask ChatGPT first. What question to solve today? Done. And now is the next third day. Day. What do we do today? What do we do today? So this again, my whole preparation is like simply based on this whole ChatGPT thing actually. Okay. Let's see what question ChatGPT is going to give me today to solve. It is time to remember. Okay, day 3, we switch from learning patterns to 2 to 3, 2 in 20 45 minutes execution. Today's plan 75 to 70 minutes mock. Solve two problems back to back. Valid parenthesis. Valid parenthesis we already did yesterday. This we already did yesterday. Mm, okay. Repeat per speed. No. Two pointers. Longest substring. Okay. There's one thing. Okay. So like I have told ChatGPT that like you have to prepare in such a way that we actually pick up speed also. So today ChatGPT is telling me to actually solve either these three of them because I have done all these threes before in last 2 days. 2 days and saying for today's warm up, like start doing this for 10 minutes at least. So any preference on any one of three here? We'll try to do it as fast as possible. Let us say like in 10 minutes we'll try to finish them. Conscious coder, do you want a revision of valid parenthesis? If yes, we'll start that first. Sliding window. Okay, good. Let's do the sliding window one. Okay, good. Two people wanted sliding window ones. So let's start sliding window ones directly. I think Okay, so we will try to this do this question in 10 minutes at least. Or if let us say anybody has any questions, then that's a different thing. We can take more time also, but I'm putting 10 minutes timer for this question. Timer started. Okay. Okay, so finding given a string, find the length of the longest substring without duplicating characters. Okay, so input is A B C A B A. So we have C, A is here, B is here, C is here. Now A is repeating now. Because A is repeating, the longest substring till here is only A B C. It could be BCA also. It could be CAB also. It won't be BCB or CBC because then it will be like BC on CB only, which will be only two. Okay. Uh, cool. I remember. I okay. See, this is a good thing. Even though I did at least this question only 2 days back, but I still have forgotten completely what I did. Okay, but let's see. So one thing I okay, the thought process here is that okay. Let me try to type right here and see if it makes sense to you also. So in this question, our was A B C A B C B B. Okay, we need to find the longest substring. So one thing is for sure, what this code is telling me is that the longest substring will be together. Okay, that's the point. So I should be able to do it in order, and again maybe that's not the first point I should say, but again that's what's going in my head right now. And how would I find it? Let us say if I start with this, so I'm not going to use the word sliding window here, but it is that is what it is. So let us say I have the word first A here. Okay, good. Then I move to the next word. Okay, so one thing I need to make sure, let us say A is here. So let us say left is 0, right is 0. I started with A. I need to somehow store the A of when did I found A. Okay, see, okay, just while speaking, I just remembered the solution actually from yesterday, like 2 days back actually. A, so we need to check the second word when we get. This is the left, then right was here. Now we get right here also. B hasn't appeared before, so we go move forward. Then C also hasn't appeared before, and then A has appeared before already here. Mm, again A B C A B B kind of thing. I'll just do like this. Okay. See, this is one of the problems I always face. So when I kind of remember the solution because I did this, then my mind is telling me that to just like my mind is forcing myself to not to try to remember, even though I still remember it actually. Because when I think that if I try to remember the solution, I think that I will always make mistake. But maybe that's not the whole point. The whole point of meta training for meta is that you should be able to remember the solution, and that's good. So let me tell you what I remember. I remember that okay, that if you start with what you need to do, just start from the left here and the right here also, and you move the right while keeping the left pointer also, and at every time with each number or like each character, what you do is store the last occurrence of it, of that letter. Okay, and now you just need to make sure that, let us say if a is here, so now what we do is that for a, let us say we have a map here and we have the index of a is 0. Now then the first and we have left also is equal to 0. So I see conscious code. I'm going for brute, better and optimal because I remember it. Because I remember the optimal solution, so I'm just going to go with that. If I would have not been remembering the optimal solution, then obviously I would by default start with brute. But because here in this case I already remember the optimal solution, so I'll just directly go with that. Okay. So point is here we are storing the index of index here. So a is 0, left is this. Okay. Now what we do is now right is 1. So left is still 0. Now right is move ahead. Now here what I got is b. First I'll check whether b was already present in this list last seen. It is not present in this list, so we'll put this index here also. And at this point of time I'll also do r minus l plus 1, like that's kind of a way to find the maximum length. Let's say if r is 1 is 0, so 1 minus 0 is 1, plus 1 is just to, like, because we have the 0 here, so plus 1 is because to make the length 2 actually. Now when we get c is also not in the list, so c we will put to c. This is like last seen index also here. Now as soon as I see this c2, so now again my length is like 2 minus 0 plus 1, so now my length is maximum is 3. Now as soon as I get this a, I see that the last seen of a is 0. Okay, so I cannot update the maximum. What I will do is now move my l equal to last seen of that index plus 1, so my l becomes 1 actually. So now let's just try to solve this. If any doubt, let me know, but I will just try to start the coding for this now. Okay, we only have 3 minutes left. I told that I will do it in 10 minutes and we have only 3 minutes left. Okay, so we will have this. First is a map of character comma integer last seen is equal to new hash map. Okay, int left equal to 0, int right equal to 0. Now there is a for loop for char c. Okay, Pranav is asking what about the index of a? It has appeared the second time, right? So yeah, I'm going to update the index of a again to the last seen index here. I'll show you this, okay? But if it still need explanation, I'll again go back to the iPad and again try to write it also. We gonna store the next occurrence too. No, we'll just rewrite the last occurrence actually. We'll not not need to store it because the last scene was, let us say, 0. Then the next scene will be index 3 actually. You'll see, Pranav. So for C now I will do s dot to char array because that's how this works. Okay. Now what I need to do is okay. So right is this. Okay. Now one thing. Okay. Instead of doing in this way, let me do it this way. Wait. For let me do it instead of doing this way. And this int max equal to also 0 here. For int right equal to 1, int right equal to 0, right less than s dot length, right plus here. Okay, now what we need to do, see, it's only 30 seconds remaining only. Okay, what to do? What to do? Okay, what I need to do is simply see. First is char c is equal to s dot char add. at right now int last scene is equal to not this last scene. Okay, sorry bro, time is up, but what to do now again? So I have now the character. First thing I need to check if that last scene is, if last scene dot contains C, to the last C dot contains key C, then that's a different thing. Else if it is not present, I will try to optimize it again here. If last scene dot contains C is not present, okay, it has not occurred before, then what ideally we would want to do is just, okay, right plus plus will always happen, will always keep on happening. Okay, what we do is max equal to math dot max comma let me make it max len so it's not confusing also, then comma right minus left plus 1. Okay, so my this is done, and last scene dot put, what are we putting here? Char C and index right. Okay, we have this now, but if it is present, okay, then what we want to do, if it is present, we would like to see if left, if left is greater than equal to last scene, okay, something like this, if last scene dot get C, now we have the key here, so now we know the what is the last occurrence of C, like of that character A, and what we need to check, if that last occurrence which is coming for this, if my left is still behind that, what do you mean by, let us say if my left is, this is where I always get confused a little bit. So now how to remember this, not to remember this, how to think about it. So now my left has to be after this for me to actually use it. Okay, so if my left is after, so no, if my left is, okay, if last scene is greater than left, then we don't care, we still use this, actually we still use this. Okay, and else here is my last scene dot, this is there, this is here, this is here. Okay, I have this max length here now, but if this is, then what I will do is actually left is equal to last scene dot get C plus 1, this is becoming my this, and eventually after this for loop I just need to return this max len. Now let's try to see if we can optimize this code a bit more. Okay, this can be optimized, I think. Okay, so let us say if I do this, so let us say if it is contains here, and if I just put this here, and last scene if I put this here, contains C, and now let's say if it is simply less than, then we directly do this. Okay, so if last scene dot contains key is there, and last c dot get c is less than left. We do not do anything, what, because like is less than left, so last scene is see, again I'm getting confused here. Okay, okay, no, I need to do this, I think. See, again confusing. Whew. Last scene here should be, let us say, for a, in my case of this, my last scene is 0. Okay, now here let us say 1, 2 and 3. Okay, because it was here coming and my left was here. If my left is great, okay, if my left is less than, oh, then it is now good. So now when, okay, this is good now. Then we do this, else we simply do this. I think I am done now. Okay, again just cross checking again. If last scenes dot contain c is this, and last scene dot get c is greater than left, then I increase the left. Otherwise I do not care about it, and I think this put will simply replace the last occurrence of it also, and the max length also is updated here also. Okay, right will always keep on going unless and until it goes till the end, until it is less than the. Okay, so now what we do, again we are not running this code, doing nothing. What we going is directly going to submit here for review to the ChatGPT here. Okay, so I didn't timed it, actually took me, I think maybe 20 minutes it took me, I think. Now I think it took me 20 minutes. There should be a timestamp here. Good, you did a warm up. Okay, see, but I still had a bug here. Condition should be greater than equal to, not greater than do. Okay, see, I made a mistake. And you only update max length and last in the else branch. You must update them every iteration regardless of whether you moved left. Oh, let's go back here again. Okay, so if it is greater than equal to, obviously if it is greater than equal to, then we also do this actually. So point is that there is no region of this else actually. What I'm getting exactly is that you can just do this. Let's see if it is right now. Perfect, this is the meta template. Oh, okay, took me a long time, sorry everybody. Okay, now is the good time to ask any question before I move to the next question here. There is a lag of at least, I think, 10 to 12 seconds, so I'll just pause if anybody has any question. Tell me the else part. Okay, there was no need of the else part actually. Okay. See, confusing. Okay, let's try to dry run this. Maybe then it will be a little bit clear. I hope this is visible. Okay, so what we will do, again, try to do again, dry run this code again. So we have, let's say, A, B, C, A, B, B. Okay, what we did is we just assume that our left is already at 0. Okay, and now we are starting with right now here, and what right will go is 0 1 2 3 4 and 5. Okay, initially our max is also 0. Now starting with right equal to 0, and our map currently is empty. Currently it's empty. Okay, so instead of writing empty, I will just simply say there is nothing in the map. Okay, as soon as we go here, you see, now we'll do the series. Okay, now with each, okay, I should have maximized this and do this. Okay, so now C, what is C now? Our character is now A, right is 0. Now if it is present in the map, currently map is empty, so it will not go in this loop. Okay, what will do, it will just put this max length is equal to 0, right is 0, left is 0, and plus 1, so max length is 1, which is the A here. And what we are doing is simply last scene dot put. Now we have map with A 0. Now we move to second here, right, because right plus plus is already happening here. You see, there is no need of the else here actually. You need, this is the important part here. C is now B here. B again doesn't go in this loop. B doesn't go in this loop. So what happens here? It will again come here directly. So now right is 1, 1 minus, left is still a 0, 1 minus 0, 1 plus 1. So our max length is now 2. And we have put B with index 1. Now we have C equal to C. Again, it will not go here in this loop. It will only go here. Max length. And now again, max light is now 2. So no, right is now 3 actually. 3 minus again 0. Right is 0, 1, 2 minus 0 and plus 1. So now max length is 3. Now we have put C here as 2 index. Now our right is what? Right is now 3 actually now. And now with 3 we have A again. So now it goes in the loop actually, in this if loop here. What is doing? It contains, yes. Now after and we have this. Now get C, right now it will give 0. Now is 0 greater than equal to 0? Okay, that's what the bug was, because I had only put not, I didn't put equal to. Now it is equal to 0. So this means that our point is that the sliding window that we are considering from left to right, we have now got a duplicative element in that window. So now what we do is we are shifting that window here. Till now, let us say our window was here, it increased till here, then it increased from there. Now as soon as we came here, we had to decrease our window from here to here. Okay, now you see there is no else part here. So even our left window is increased. What is happening here is just our max length is still coming here. It is still would be what? Max length, our right is now 3. So 3 minus, now left is 1. 3 minus 1, 2. 2 plus 1, 3. So max length is still 3 here. So let us say if in this question they would want us to give you all the occurrence of the maximum number. Let us say if the maximum length is 3, and if question is telling you give me all the occurrence of substrings which you want for the maximum length, we could easily give here. Okay, and then now we are putting C, we are updating A map to from A equal to 0 to, it should be now 3. Now again at this point, this was our window, like from this to this. Now we are again, sorry, it was here. Now we are going to fourth one here. Now with the fourth one we again have this B, which is again now it's here. Our left is also here. Now because 1 is already here, our left is also 1. So again it will be like 1 greater than equal to 1, which is true. So again we have to move our length to C. Now we have this C to B now here. We got duplicate elements in the current window. Then we shift the window in the right. Yes, that's it. As soon as you got the duplicate window here, you shift the window from where? You shift the window from that duplicate number to plus 1 here. And that's what we are doing here. We are shifting the window here. This is the main whole sliding window thing. This if loop is the one which where we are actually doing the sliding window part here also. I hope this makes sense. See, I don't have a perfect script to actually prepare to tell you, but I'm hoping this is good enough for us for this session, for this question actually, and we should move to the next question now. भाई हिंदी में बात करो, या करने को तो कर ही सकते हैं, उसमें कोई दिक्कत नहीं, हिंदी में बात कर सकते हैं, बट आई एम नॉट श्योर इफ़ एवरीबडी इज़ लाइक नोज़ हिंदी ना, इसलिए हिंदी में बात नहीं करते जल्दी हम करके। और आप जब कंपनी में इंटरव्यू देते हो तो इंटरव्यू भी आपको इंग्लिश में देना है आपको, मोस्टली आप एटलीस्ट ट्राई करोगे ना करके। और जब इंग्लिश में इंटरव्यू दोगे तो वही प्रैक्टिस करो इंग्लिश बोलने की करके, कंफर्टेबल तो है हम, बट एक तरीके से दिस इज़ माई वे ऑफ प्रैक्टिस ऑफ स्पीकिंग वाइल एक्चुअली सॉल्विंग द क्वेश्चन। क्योंकि ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट है, आप इंटरव्यू में आप एकदम शांत नहीं बैठ सकते हो, आपको इंटरव्यू में आपको बोलते रहना पड़ता है। मतलब ये नहीं कि आप एकदम 5 मिनट एकदम शांत हो गए और शांत हो गए कोड लिख करके हो, यू हैव टू डू दिस। एंड लेट अस से इफ आई एम नॉट एबल टू एक्सप्लेन यू माई सॉल्यूशन when I'm speaking and writing, this means that I will have the same problem during the interview also. Okay, so okay, I have this one question here with this A3 in the map. Yes, A3 in this is already present in the map here also. So conscious coder has this one solution, bro. This like the formatting is very off here, it's hard to understand it. Instead of asking here the solution, just open a chat GPT for yourself and just paste your solution there and get the feedback directly from there. That would be better. For me, Python code, the only Python code I write is what is given by ChatGPT written. I do not read Python code very easily. Okay, अच्छा, okay, you are prepared for all topics, or are you? This is preparation, bro. So hey, so see, okay, let me tell you. If anybody is here assuming that I know everything and I can just teach you in one go, no, bro, sorry. I'm also learning here. Like, I have learned these multiple times. I have learned this 10 years back, past interviews, then learned this like last year only, but again I forgot. So this is like again doing it. Obviously, I have done these multiple times, but again you keep on forgetting these things. So yeah, like, so obviously eventually we will move towards DP graphs and everything. But okay, I will not cover DP because Meta HR specifically told me that they don't ask DP actually. So okay, conscious coder, everybody else, should we move to the next question? I'll only wait 20 seconds from here on to reply, else I will just move to the next question from here. Let me ask ChatGPT for the next question now. Okay, it has already given me the next question. Product of day 3 main problem. Product of array self. Okay, it's year of experience. 12 years experience, bro. I am like 2014 pass out. Product of array self. Okay, let's just run this also and obviously submit. It would pass automatically, I know. See, it passed. Okay, bro, that's what I was told last year also, and this year I didn't asked about it, but I think last year they told that they don't ask DPs specifically. But okay, see, if let us say we get to everything is done and then we are like, now hey, there's nothing more left, then we will do DP also. But at least in this session for myself, I will not be doing DP very, very clearly. Okay, but if like let us say you have any specific questions which you want to know, and then maybe I can tell you about that. But again, okay, so now at least just start with this new question. Now I'm going to start the timer again for 22 minutes again, because that's how much time you have. Okay, product of array self. Given an integer array num, return an array answer such that answer I is equal to the product of all elements of num except num I. So given an integer array nums, return an array answer such that answer I is equal to the product of all the elements of nums except num I. Okay. The product of any prefix or suffix of nums is guaranteed to fit in a 32-bit integer. Okay, good. Algorithm order n में करना है. Okay, good. And okay. You must write algorithm that runs in order n time and without using the division operation. See, you know what I was thinking actually? I was thinking I'll just multiply all together and each time I go, I will just divide it by this. So let us say 2, 1 into 2, 2 into 3, 6, 6 into 4, 24. Okay, and I was at 24 divided by 1 is this, 24 divided by 2 is 12, 24 divided by 3 is 8, 24 divided by 4 is 6. But here it is specifically mentioned to do this without the division operator. Okay. Okay. Now this is where again I'm a little bit stuck now here. I don't know how to do this. Let's think about it. Okay. Let's go back to this sheet. Without the division operation. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Product of any prefix or suffix num is guaranteed to fit in. Okay. So product is very clear. Any prefix or suffix of nums. Okay. So I have no clue how to solve this literally. Whew. How would I do it? Let us say if interview is going on and I'm like still 19 minutes left. Okay. Bro, like okay, in one pass you will get the multiplication product. Okay, product of array except self. So one thing that you know is okay. So let us say this is like 1. If I just multiply this 1 into 2 is 2. 1 into 2 is 2. 2 into 3 is 6. 24. This is how I got the product here now. Okay. Want here what I want is product of self without except this. So means product of whatever is here. Just a silly question. Yeah, will you say to the interviewer too that I don't know the question? Bro, not knowing is not the problem. Not trying is the problem here. So what I can, if I'm thinking it out loud, maybe I will say this that okay, I am not sure how to do this. Like I'm not, but let me think. And obviously, see, let's say the timer still has 17 minutes of time now. So I'm thinking. That's it. Run the loop and skip the multiplication of that. Okay, you have the hint here. Okay, run the loop and skip the multiplication of that particular index. If I skip the multiplication, then it is order n square, na. So let us say if I'm like I have to like multiply it every time. Actually, for I to n, don't multiply it again. So this will not work actually. Oh, maybe it worked. I just don't know. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is actually going to my ChatGPT because ChatGPT already gave me some hint. Okay, it already knows. Okay. So now what it is telling me here, we'll do meta expected version of order n time order 1 x space excluding output, no division. No division is the main point here. So let's see what it's telling me here. 30 timer rule. Implement using first pass is res1 is equal to product of number 0 to I plus 1. Okay. Second pass from like multiply by suffix output. Multiply by suffix output. Okay, I don't get this part. First pass, okay, I did the first pass here. Product of 0 to I minus 1. Oh, so let us say what is saying here is 0 to I minus 1. Let us say if I is 1, then the multiplication would be what? Like, I don't know, I don't get exactly. For s, I is equal to product of 0 of I minus 1. If I is already 0, then you don't do 0 minus 1 now. So this means that this first number has to be left as it is, it seems. Then for 2 it again 0 to I minus 1, this, then again here it is 2, and then here it is 3 to 6. Okay, 24, 3 to 6, 22. Okay, I'm not getting it still. Even though after reading the hint also, I'm not still getting it. Okay, so let's again try. We have 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay. Again, let's see. I am implement using first pass is result of I is equal to product of numbers from 0 to I minus 1. Second pass from right and multiply by the suffix output. Okay. Oh, okay. I think I'm getting this now. Okay. So let us say if I have this number, let us say what this number is telling me is it should be multiplication of this, because there is nothing between. What this number tells me is that it should be multiplication of this and this. Okay, what this number is telling me of this and this. Okay, whatever before it is. Okay, and what this number is telling me is multiplication of this only. Okay, I get now what it. Okay, so okay, now I got it. Okay. Answer. Okay, so what we are doing actually is that, okay, sir, you have number A, B, C, D here. What every time, let us say, what we do is go this first in left to right direction and then go from right to left direction actually. Okay, so now let us say here it will be okay for okay this is the concern here. Okay, if there's nothing here, what to multiply with, then I think that simply means that you can just put 1 here independent of what it is here actually, because there's nothing in back, so maybe just put 1. I'm not sure. So again, this is very unclear to me what should be in the index here, but let's see. So the B would become A, here it will become A into B, and here it will become A into B into C. Now let us say if you come from this direction, okay, what will happen? Let us say here again it's D. Oh, okay. Oh, result of I is equal to till minus 1. Okay. Okay, now what only thing is left here is actually D is what is left here. No, wait. So what is left here is again, let's say again, so I'm just similar way I did 1 here, I'm going to do again 1 here. Again, this is still not sure why I'm doing, I'm like how I will come to this, but since I have nothing to multiply, I don't have anything from, and we are doing from this direction, so I just do 1 here. Now here from here I put D. Now here I am putting C into D, and here I am putting B into C into D. And that's what we're doing here. Multiply this, then multiply this, then multiply this, and then multiply this. So what we get? We get B, C, D. We get A, C, D. We get A, B, D. We get A, B, C. Okay. So now if you see here there is no A, there is no B, there is no C, there is no D. Okay, we got it, bros. We got it. We got it. See, there's still 11 minutes left. Okay. Okay, so now let's write the code. Anybody has any confusion here till now? I'll wait for 10 seconds for the reply. Otherwise, I'll go start writing the code. Prabhat, conscious coder, anybody? Should I repeat this or should I just write the code, start writing code? Please clarify one more time. See, again, let me see again. So let us say you have number A, B, C, D. What we are saying doing is that we'll do two pass here. Okay, first from the left and then from the right. And what we are doing is that even in each iteration is just multiply it. Okay, so if it is 0, because there is no number here like before, what we are doing is 0. So this is the first pass only happening here. Okay, so like from 0 till I minus 1 we are multiplying. Okay, so because here in this case it is 0, so we are just putting it 0. Now in this case I is equal to 1, 0, 1, 2 and 3. Now what you get here is that 0 till I minus 1, 1 minus 1 is 0. So then you get A. Now here you have index is 2. So now 0 till, like, okay, we are actually taking the multiplication here till here from, like, we already got this here, and we actually doing same multiplication, and we'll just B into C, so A into B here, and then A into B into C. See, okay, and now we again go it from right to left now, from this direction, from the this direction here. Now again, because the index is like here, like there's nothing here to multiply with, so we put 1 here. Now we do multiplication D, we skipped C, we are again till here only, so D, that's it. Now we do this here, so what we do, D into C, and now here we have B into D into C. Now if you see, okay, we have, sorry, I put 0 here, it should not be 0, I should put have 1 here. Now if you see, if you multiply this and this, you see what you get. You get BDC multiplication, you get ADC, you get AB and D, and you get AB and C. If you see, what you have is actually you have already skipped. Again, so at any point of time, what you have done at each number, at each index, you have the multiplication from before this. Okay, and you're moving forward. And now when you're coming here, at each index, you have multiplication from before this. Obviously, if you want multiplication of everything except this number, you multiply whatever is before this, and you multiply whatever was after this, and you again multiply everything together, and you get this. So now should we move to the code? Tell me, bro. I think, okay, I should just start coding now. We have 7 minutes left still. Okay, so product itself, let's say int left is equal to 0, int instead using the word left instead of, like, okay, what I need to do is, again, I need two arrays here. Int let's just say result 1 is equal to new result nums dot length, and we have just left multiplication and right multiplication. See, this is one thing now which try to always do. Try to always rename the variable such that it makes some sense, at least, because sometimes it happens that, like, you will keep on writing the code and you will forget what that variable was actually, if let us say you haven't named it properly. Okay, so now what we'll do is left multiplication of 0 we'll put 1, and right multiplication of nums dot length minus 1 equal to 1. Okay, so now we'll do for int I equal to 0, I less than nums dot length I plus plus. Okay, I do not need, because I already put it this 0, so I do not this, and just put here is that, let's just say int multiply left is equal to left multiplication int multiply right is equal to right multiplication nums dot length. Okay, so now you have this multiplication left here. So now what you simply do is for I equal to 1, so what we'll do is left multiplication of I is equal to left multiplication of 0. No, what we need is left 0, let's say I minus 1 there before, into nums of I minus 1. Okay, I think this is good. So now what we do is, if for f multiplication 1 I have again whatever the previous multiplier was obviously, and whatever the previous number was, because in the previous one that number was not multiplied actually. Now I'll do this again now from the int. Again now int I is equal to nums dot length minus 2 again, because already we have this minus 1 already initialized here. I is greater than equal to 0 and I minus minus. Okay, and we want our right multiplier at I. Okay, now at I should be equal to right multiplication of I plus 1, what already there, into nums of that I plus 1. Okay, and now final result equal to new int again nums dot length and for I is equal to 0, I less than nums dot length I plus plus, and we have result of I equal to left multiplication of I into right multiplication of I, and now return result. Okay, see, one thing is I see here even though I actually initialized this actually, but I never used it. I thought I will use it, but I never needed it actually, because I thought I will have to like carry this forward, this variable. But again, this, the variable was already here, so this was never needed. See, at that time I didn't knew. Okay, now we have 1 minute remaining, so what we will do is we'll try to dry run as soon as possible with at least one case, which is here. So 1 2 3 4. Okay, let's just dry run with this one. -1 1 0 -3 3. Okay, so what will, let's just again let's just do dry run here now as soon as possible for this code with here. Okay, let's do dry run here. Let me just first write this. So we have this -1 1 0 -3 and 3. Okay, okay, so what we did first is left array. अरे यार, ये सब चीज़ें मुझे थोड़ा मैनेज करनी सीखनी पड़ेगी, कैसे करना है. So now see here, see, so our left is left, let's just say our left array. Okay, first is already 1, we have already put this like this. Okay, time is also up, so I think this is good enough. But okay, right is again, now left is 1, we already put it. Then it will be -1 multiplying this, now multiplying this, still -1 multiplying this, we have 0, now 0, now 0. Bro, I did something, I should have, that's it. And now when coming from right, for this 3 I already put 1 here. Now into 3 here, now 3 3 9 9 here, here 3 3 9 here. Now this is 0, now we have this, because now we have 0, so we'll always get 0 here. Now multiply this, we have 0 0 -9 0 0. Let's see what was the answer here. Okay, I have this as 9. Okay, okay, sorry, -1 into -1, minus is would be positive actually. Okay, so now we wrote this code. Let's submit to ChatGPT. I'll say it took 22 minutes to me. Minutes. Okay, sorry, it was not copied properly. Okay, took 22 minutes. Let's see. Good, your approach is correct. You have got a couple of Java typos and one meta optimization first. Okay, first is I got some typos here. Let's see what typo I got. Okay, these two lines are invalid. Huh? Left mult is equal to new res. अरे यार, सॉरी ब्रोज. देखो ये होता है दिक्कत. पता नहीं कौन सी आँख से काम कर रहे थे हम भी. ठीक है. Now meta expected optimization is okay. One thing which is we have noted is order 1 of extra space. Okay. What are they doing? Order 1 of extra space optimization, which we didn't do in this code actually. Okay, let's see if we can do this optimization, and see, order 1 extra space actually tells me that you cannot actually create a new, and here I think because we created this too. Okay, we already have this extra order 1 extra space. We already like at least like by creating these two arrays, we have this at least order n here of extra space, because it's like order n plus order n, so it's still order n only, but it's saying order 1. Oh, okay, so okay. So let us say if I just have this one. Okay, so okay, and I don't have this array. Let's say if I don't have this array, then what would I do here? This left multiplication of I is equal to left multiplication of okay, see, I'm a bit confused here now. Even though my code is written, I'm not sure how do exactly I optimize for space. Here is where I'm getting stuck a little bit actually. So let's think about it a little bit more. Okay, what we did, we had this left initialization done, we had this right done, and then we actually multiplied these two to get the result. Okay. So let us say if I have done this multiplication nums 1, I'm a bit stuck here. How do I remove this extra space? I need multiplication of these two now. How do I remove this? Okay, not going to take waste more time. Let's just see the answer here now. So what it is telling me that you don't need write this. Use a single suffix variable and reuse the output array. Okay. अरे यार, समझ गया ये क्या बोल रहा है ये, मतलब मुझे ऑब्वियसली मुझे कोड देखना पड़ा मुझे हल्का सा कि क्या बोल रहे हैं ये लोग करके, मतलब अपने आप से नहीं हुआ मेरे से एग्जैक्टली। थोड़ा सा चार्जिंग का इशू हो गया है। ओके, क्योंकि इनका ये कहना है एक्चुअली में कि यहाँ पे एक सफिक्स रख लो इधर 1, ठीक है। पीछे से जब तुम आ रहे हो इधर तो इनका कहना है कि सफिक्स को अपना सफिक्स तुम्हारा जो है वो हो गया, ये है ये, हाँ, इनका कहना है कि सफिक्स को ये कर दो, लेट्स से दिस एंड द राइट मल्टीप्लायर में यहाँ पर ही लेफ़्ट वाले को यही मल्टीप्लाई कर दो। जो तुम लेफ्ट वाले मल्टीप्लाई तुम बाद में कर रहे थे ना, तो लेफ़्ट वाले का मल्टीप्लिकेशन अगर मैं यहीं कर दूँ अगर तो एक्चुअली मुझे इसकी ज़रूरत ही नहीं करके, ऑब्वियसली ये है इनका पॉइंट। ओके, थोड़ा सा वियर्ड लगा मेरे को सोचने में ये करके, ऑब्वियसली मतलब हिंट भी ले लिया मैंने, बगल में कोड लिखा ऑब्वियसली, बट ठीक है। आई थिंक अब समझ में आ रहा है क्या मैंने, मतलब इसका नाम नहीं बदला मैंने अभी भी करके, इंस्टेड ऑफ बस मैं इसको वापस यहीं कर दे रहा हूँ, यही कर दे रहा हूँ मैं, बट आप समझ रहे हो क्या हो रहा करके ये, मतलब आप जब इधर से आ रहे हो ना तो आपने num+1 इंटू i+1 ऑलरेडी आपने कर दिया, ठीक, तो ये ऑलरेडी वो है, तो लास्ट का इंटू मल्टीप्लिकेशन हो गया उससे नम से मल्टीप्लिकेशन तो हो गया इसका, ठीक है। बट मुझे मालूम है क्या पता, क्या समझ में नहीं आ रहा है करके, क्योंकि मैंने राइट मल्टीप्लिकेशन का मैं नम्स ऑफ लेंथ -1 तक तो मैं कभी गया ही नहीं ना करके, तो एक्चुअली मैंने कभी राइट मल्टीप्लिकेशन ऑफ उसको मैंने यूज़ ही नहीं किया मैंने कभी, तो अभी भी ये सही नहीं है देखा जाए तो करके। ब्रोस आप लोग बोर तो नहीं हो रहे हो इस सवाल पे, मैं अटक गया हूँ यहाँ पे, थोड़ा सा बोर हो तो बता देना यार। तो यहाँ पे सफिक्स तो आ गया, कि एज्यूम करो कि यहाँ पे ही मैं इसको रिजल्ट, इसको लिखता हूँ रिजल्ट, ठीक है। स्टार्टिंग में मैंने रिजल्ट को मैंने इसको मैंने 1 ही लिखा था मैंने करके। भैया मूव टू नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन भैया। अरे हाँ भाई समझ में आ गया, बट एक्चुअली ना मेरा ये सही नहीं हुआ है, तो एक काम करते हैं, मतलब अब मैं आंसर देख लेता हूँ, आंसर देख के नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पे चलते करके चिल मार के, ठीक है। चलो देखते हैं आंसर क्या इधर है। फिर उन्होंने कहा कि एक एरे लिया इस बंदे ने, इसने एक्चुअली लेफ्ट एरे भी नहीं लिया, राइट एरे भी नहीं लिया इसने। इसने कहा कि एक ही एरे लो। इसने पहले उसी एरे के जीरो को 1 किया और फिर मल्टीप्लिकेशन एक तरीके से लेफ्ट वाला जो मल्टीप्लिकेशन है वो इसने कर दिया। देखो इसने, देखो यहाँ जो हो रहा है ना, ये एग्जैक्टली यही हो रहा है करके, आप देखो इधर, ठीक है। और फिर उन्होंने कहा कि आप राइट से आ रहे हो तो सफिक्स 1 ले लो करके, ले लो, ठीक। और उसी रेस में सफिक्स को मल्टीप्लाई कर दो और सफिक्स को बढ़ाते रहो करके। ओके ब्रो, ओके। नम्स डॉट लेंथ दिस। सो पहले ये ना करने की जगह पहले ये बोल रहे हैं कि ये तो बोला लेफ्ट भी ना दे भाई। गजब है भाई सब लोग यहाँ पर। अभी बस यहाँ पे रेस ऑफ जीरो बस आपने ये लिया करके बस है, ठीक है। और अब एक काम करो, यहाँ पे रेस ऑफ आई जो है वो ये हो गया, सॉरी ये हो गया, आपका हो गया, ठीक। सफिक्स आपका फिर से आपको पीछे से आए तो 1 हो गया करके क्या। अब इधर पीछे से आप आ रहे हो इधर, ठीक है। अब आपको करना क्या है, जो आपका रिजल्ट है, रिजल्ट शुड बी इक्वल टू रिजल्ट ऑफ, लेट्स से, तो जो रिजल्ट है वो ऑलरेडी जो आई में ऑलरेडी है इनटू सफिक्स का होगा जाएगा ये, ठीक। और जो सफिक्स है वो चूँकि इधर से इधर आ रहा है, उसके बाद आप उसको सफिक्स को अपडेट कर दे रहे हो, उसको उस पर नम ऑफ आई प्लस 1 के साथ करके, नहीं +1 क्यों, नम ऑफ आई के साथ। यार यहाँ मैं ना आई थिंक उस वाले से सही था मेरा, जैसे इसको ऑर्डर मैंने स्पेस के लिए करने की कोशिश की ना, मैं थोड़ा कंफ्यूज हो गया यहाँ पे हो गया करके। बट थोड़ा बस 1 सेकंड मुझे और दो, बस मैं जल्दी से वो ख़त्म करके बढ़ता हूँ आगे, हम लोग बढ़ते हैं आगे यहाँ से, ठीक है। क्योंकि अब वो कह रहा ना कि मैंने देख लिया सोल्यूशन, मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, मैं कॉपी कर रहा हूँ यहाँ से यहाँ पे इंस्टेड ऑफ कि एक्चुअली मैं सोचने की जगह में। और चूँकि मैंने सोचा नहीं है इसलिए वो मैं टाइप करता हूँ बिना सोचे ना, तो फिर मेरा दिमाग रुकता है मेरे को कि भाई तूने सोचा ही नहीं इसको, तू बस देख के टाइप कर रहा करके। तो इसको हटाते हैं, जैसे छुपाओ जरा पहले यहाँ पे, फिर से देखो इसको जरा, ठीक है। तो क्या ये सही है, रिजल्ट देखा हमने, लेफ्ट से राइट मल्टीप्लाई किया हमने, हर रिजल्ट ऑफ आई जो है वो i-1 इंटू i-1 हो गया करके हो गया। तो नम ऑफ i-1 है, ठीक है। ये तो क्लियर समझ में आ रहा है मुझे क्या है करके, ठीक है। हम 1 पे 0 वाला रिजल्ट मल्टीप्लाई कर रहे हैं ऑब्वियसली, और 0 वाला नंबर ही मल्टीप्लाई कर रहे हैं हम लोग एक तरीके से, ठीक है। तो इन केस अगर वो 0 था नंबर, अगर 0 होता ना तो वहाँ पे कुछ ना होता भाई, पता नहीं यार क्या कर रहा हूँ मैं। पॉइंट है कि वो नंबर i-1 है, तो 1 के -1 कितना हुआ। अच्छा हम लोग फर्स्ट इंडेक्स पे कर रहे हैं ना, तो ठीक है ये, तो हाँ ठीक है। सफिक्स लिया हमने, तो पहला जो आई ऑफ लेंथ तो मैंने सुना लास्ट नंबर जो है, हम चाहते तो वही हैं कि वो रिजल्ट ऑफ आई इंटू सफिक्स हो जा करके जाए, ठीक। और रिजल्ट ऑफ आई ऑलरेडी पहले क्या था, रिजल्ट ऑफ आई तरीके से वो लेफ्ट वाले का लास्ट पॉइंट था, ठीक। और लास्ट में सफिक्स क्या था, सफिक्स इधर से हमारा 1 आ रहा करके है, ठीक। तो ये हो गया। अब वो नेक्स्ट वाले में क्या ऐड करेगा, सफिक्स 1 क्या करेगा कि अब तुम जहाँ पर हो, अब ये एक्चुअली यहाँ पे मुझे i-1 नहीं करना, मैं आई कर पा क्योंकि ये इस वाले रिजल्ट के लिए है ही नहीं, ये जो हम कर रहे हैं ये नेक्स्ट वाले के लिए कर रहे हैं हम लोग करके एक तरीके से। ओके गुड, सो लेट्स नाउ सी दिस। सॉरी भाई मैं बढ़ा नहीं आगे, बोलने की बातों में बोलने के बाद भी। नाइस, अभी भी टाइप देख रहे हैं वो, टाइपो आपके सही नहीं होते हैं अभी भी करके। ओके ये देखो यहाँ पे पहला तो टाइप पे ये हो गया करके क्या, और मैंने बीच में यहाँ पे मैंने नम्स लिया था, बट बीच में मैंने कहीं तो मैंने नम्स का मैंने वो कर दिया ना, अच्छा ये ओके। Good. This is exactly what I expected one. Good. Nice. We run this here. No, I'm just running. Okay, this running is just for like for pros. I don't know why I'm running this. Ideally, I should not be running this. But okay. No worries. Cool. Let's do day 4. We'll do okay, bro. We can do okay. We have 1 hour left today. Let's do more questions. Okay, good. We'll use an hour to. Okay. Not now. See again, this is the chat GPT thinks like we think that it is good. It is again giving me the same question which I've already done. We have already done, bro. I'm just going, you forgot. I have already done both questions in this chat before. See, from tomorrow now, I think I will actually try to actually. I'm relying too much on this chat GPT to like tell me what which question to do. I think maybe I should have my own way of revising or like list of questions which I should be doing, which I don't have right now. So, okay. Hey, is anybody left here or everybody left? Conscious Coder, Pranav, are you both here? We have two questions here now. It is asking me to do three out of these three questions. It is asking me to do. Okay, pick today's tool and mark new to this chat. Okay, which one should we pick? Set A, sliding window plus intervalish. Set B, stack plus binary search. Search in rostered array, or the graph plus DFS. Set C. Which set do you want to do? You want to do sliding window plus intervals ish, stack plus binary search, or graph plus BFS DFS? Any preference? Hey, okay. West give saying coming days. West give two questions. We will try that today. Okay. Okay, you want us to do the graph one? Okay, bro. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, let's try. I think conscious coder dropped. Question one is number of islands. Two is binary traversals, binary tree level order traversal. 20-second pattern. Bro, for tomorrow I will try to prepare. Okay, let's just do this. From tomorrow I think I will have some set of questions prepared already with me. Number of islands is one. Pattern 20 seconds pattern checklist. Read once and then code. Number of islands, then give them to us. We will try them before joining. Okay. Bro, if you try the question before joining, na, then you will be then don't have any. Okay, totally up to you. But number of islands. Loop all cells. When you see one increment floor, blah 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 blah. Marking visited. Four direction moves, blah blah. Level orders, blah 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 blah. Okay, too many things here written. Let's just do this now. Hey, if you guys have not joined the Discord channel, join the Discord channel actually, because then we can chat there. Because the chatting here is actually a little bit delayed here. Okay, and not like here, but maybe after the session also we can chat here. And because like, where will I give you the questions? To give you the questions, I'll have to be, I don't know, like somewhere we need to communicate now. So join the Discord channel also. Okay. Oh, I'm tired a little bit, but okay, no worries. Let's give 20 minutes to this question now. Sorry, 22 minutes. Okay, given an M cross N 2D binary grid, send the Discord link. Yeah, bro, Discord link. Let's see if I can paste it here. Okay, I just pasted the Discord link here also. Join this. Hmm, okay. Okay, there's somebody new joined here. Hey, is it Conscious Coder? Are you there? Pranav is there, but there's one more person here. Is also actually he's here watching. I'm not sure who is. But if you are not Conscious Coder, please at least say hi if you are watching here. Okay, 2 minutes is already passed. Let's go back to the question. Given an M cross N 2D binary grid, which represents a map of one's land and zeros is water. Okay, return the number of islands. An island is surrounded by water and is formed by connecting adjacent lands horizontally or vertically. You may assume all four edges of the grid are surrounded by water. Okay. Okay, this is like a grid. 1 means land, 0 means water. Okay. What is an island? Here definition of island is an island is surrounded by water and is formed by connecting adjacent lands horizontally or vertically. So either we go up or down. So let us say if I see here this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this is like one island. No, and here okay, no, here also okay. This whole is one island. Okay, there's only one island here. So I hope you get how there is one island. Enough. Like, do you understand exactly how there is one island here, or should I explain this like how the output is one? Please comment. If you want me to tell you how exactly this is coming, one is coming, then I will explain also. But if you getting it, then we will move ahead. Again, people watching, please comment if you understand how the output is one here. Maybe let me just type it. Just for the sake of it, I'll just make the grid. Okay, 1 1 1 1 0. Now there is 1 1 0 1 0 1 1 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0. Now see, if let us say if I have to formulate the island here. Okay, this is my island. Let me just color all the ones, okay. You will automatically see the islands. Now this is my one. Okay, this is my one, this is my one, this is one, this is one. Now if you see this, everything here is 0, and you see this one is all connected here. Now you see how it is connected now, and that's why this is like this. The output of this question is only 1 here. Now if let us say, if assuming let us say, okay, let me just do it one more time also so that we understand this again. So 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 Here it is 1 1 0 0 0, 1 1 0 0 0, 0 0 1 0 0, 0 0 0 1 1. Okay, so now again let us color the ones. So one thing is very clearly, they have already said that connected means only when you say connected here, connecting by additional line horizontally or vertically. They haven't said diagonally. If they would have said diagonally, then even this would be 1, because this is here connected by diagonally. This is again connected. So let us say if it would be connecting addition horizontally or vertically or diagonally, then this answer here also would again be 1 only for this. But because they only vertically and horizontally, then these are 3 different islands and hence the output 3. Okay, now I do not remember graph, I do not remember BFS. It's been a long time, but I'm still going to try to solve, just assuming, let us say that I know how array works at least, and I'm able to understand exactly what exactly this is needed here. Okay, so how will I solve this? Okay, so let's see how will I solve this. Again coming here again, if let us say, let me just put 0 index also here also. Okay, now let's just start with this. Okay, here okay, and what I will do is, let us say I have okay, so loop will go till I keep on finding the numbers here. Let us see. So let us see if I'm here. Okay, I put it. Let us say even it is 1. Okay, I put this one. This is 1. Okay, I'm not. There is no space complexity mentioned. It's actually I can initialize a new array also. This, but let us see if I need to do this in itself directly here. So first thing let us say I will do is actually, for now assume that this is all mentioned as -1. Assume that this is not 1, this is -1. Okay, and I'm coming now starting with this 1. Okay, now if I am here 1, what I need to do is, we need to know is if there is 1 above and 1 below. No, okay, what do I do? Okay, I have come here. Okay, good. I have the land. Now I go here. Okay, because the left one is already 1. Okay, 1 is there. Okay, because the left one is already here, let's say this, then maybe I will still again put 1. Now here again I have in left 1, I have left in left I have 1. Here it is zeros again, I don't care about it. So now I come here again, I check if above is 1, or if above or below there's anything 1 here. If any 1 I get, I put again the same number. Here also I put. See, I think here you all get. Again right now I'm not thinking of graph here, like zero thought process of graph here literally for now. Simple, I'm moving here. So again what I'm doing, let us say if each place I'm coming, here, what I'm going to see, okay, what exactly like a number is there. See, I think okay, one thing which will always be very good in interview, let us say, is if you can say that, hey, this is a connected graph problem. This problem is called finding the number of disconnected graphs in the grid. And why I'm saying this, because see, this is like one of the main reason why we have learned data structure, and why during an interview what happens that you mapping a problem statement to a particular data structure and then telling that okay, this data structure is there, and then with that data structure, let us say there are some basic problem statement that you learn. Let us say if you have learned a tree, you will understand that there are some basic traversal problems of trees there. Okay. So in case of graph, whenever you try to learn graph, there's one thing which always be said here is that graph is that this connected graph is one of the first or second thing that you try to talk about or learn about actually. So here what we are saying is simply 1 1 1. This is the connected graph problem. Now how do you solve a connected graph problem? The way to solve, let us say, no, I'm not trying to solve this. I'm trying to talk about what is the connected graph problem exactly. And what you do in the connected graph problem, you actually traverse each place and mark it visited. Okay, so I came here, I visit this, I came here, I visited this. Okay, now from what all the places you can reach here and you can reach here. This is like already visited. See, right now, no, I'm not sure how do I write this code exactly. That's why again the main reason why I like again 10 minutes is meaning, but I'm still not getting how do I write the code or what do I write the code here exactly, because the whole theory of connected graph is a little bit forgotten. But at a high level, what I remember is that okay, you need to move. Okay, what you do, okay, you just move from one place to another. From you can move. So let us say if you, hey, I have my pointer which is trying to move from here. It can go here. Okay, it can go here by just being this place. It can go here. It can go here. Okay, come here. This is already visited. Okay, okay, you go in all direction. You go in this direction also until you can go. Now you cannot move in this direction because it's stopped you. Now you moved in this direction. Okay, and you cannot go further. This. Okay, so something should be marked visited if you have from that place you have already visited all the other locations also. So because from this location I visited this, I visited this. I marked this visited. Hmm. 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 I'm thinking actually here now. How do we do this? This should be my first graph problem after a very long time actually. One operation that we do in a grid is we just go from a two for loop is there, so we are visiting each of the one place. Okay, hey, there's one simple trick that is coming in my mind. Okay, so let us say if I okay assume, let us say all the items are mine one here. Okay, assume that. Okay, okay, so let me just start with two. Okay, I came here, I will make it. Okay, I can, if I do this, I'll do this. Okay, so now let me come here with this. Okay, so I come here. This is the first time. Let us say I have a variable r is equal to 2. Okay, I have this here. What I did, okay, this was the first place I came because this is 1 here, and because this is 0 0, so let me just start make this 2. Okay, now I came here. Let me see if my left has any number which is 2, which was my last number which I was using. Okay, left has already has 2, so I just copy that 2 here. Okay, there's 0 0 0 here. Now here I go up, I have 2 here also, I have 2. Now I go here, go here, go here, now go here. Okay, nothing. Now as soon as I come here, I see there is nothing in all the directions. I don't have any number which is greater than 1. So now time to update 2. 3 0 0 0 0 0 0. Now when I came here, I cannot do anything. There is nothing here, so I updated number to 4. Okay, see, again, I have not used graph problem here, kind of. I've just done it a very, I don't know, different way actually. Let's see. Okay, I'm not doing this in a graph format, but let's see if this is right. Like, this is like a good solution also. So what I'm going to do here is, hey, I'm going to write the code. Is it okay? Like, did you get what exactly I'm trying to do here? In like what I did exactly here, 2 3 4. So the answer is like whatever the maximum number I got till 4. So 4 minus 1. So now 3 here. Here it will be in the above. It would be 2 actually only. Should I explain this a little bit more? See, I have not used the word graph till now here. Like literally no graph what I've used till now here. But even, okay, I will go back. We'll go back and we'll again try to solve it again with the graph method. But let's see if I can solve it this way. Okay. Bro, somebody please say something. It's very quiet here. Should I code this and say that okay, let's see this works. If this works, then it's good. If it doesn't work, then we'll ChatGPT will tell us the graph way also. Then we'll implement the graph way also after this. Okay. Cozy, Pranav, conscious coder. Okay, let me just start this. Okay, so I have this index equal to 2. Okay, now what I am going to do is for int I equal to 0, I less than it in m, and let me just put this int m is equal to it dot length and int n is equal to grid 0 dot length. Okay, bro, nobody is responding on the chat here now currently. Please respond if you are here. Please respond if you are here. Otherwise, okay. So now what I'm going to do is git dot length, not using, okay, so we'll do this m I plus plus for int j is equal to 0, j less than n, j plus plus plus. Now if grid, okay, okay, and let me do this also, like what should be the value of the grid 0 dot length. Okay, so think of it as this is grid here, and so grid 0 would be, so this is, let's say this is like 4. Let us see if we go with this example here, and grid 0 dot length is actually this length of this 1 2 3 4 5. So this will be 5 actually. Okay. One thing I need to do here is actually assign this value here. So if grid of I and j is not equal to 0, and okay, let me just do this. Okay, if this grid of I is not equal to 0, then if grid of ij, okay, so this is a bit weird, but I will try to do it again because I feel this will work. Okay, So again, what I need to do, let's say at any point I need to make sure this above, left, bottom and right. Okay, that's I'm coming from above now, so why check before? Okay, so the only thing I'm going to check at any point of time is the upper and the left. Okay, if I is greater than 0, and grid of I is greater than 0, then I can do -1. Okay, when is greater than 1 already, if it is greater than 1, then mark grid ij equal to index. If I is greater than 0 and grade if j is greater than 0, then j minus 1. If it is greater than 1, mark ij is equal to index. Okay, there's no need to do this again. Now if it is both has not been passed, then what I will do is grid ij equal to okay, so doing this make me this actually. Okay, so if it is okay, then make it index equal to index, then make this index. Okay, 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 okay. I hope you are getting what I'm trying to do here. Literally, I literally just hope here. When I'm doing it for the first time, so let's see. Okay, we have this. If this is this, if grid I of j is equal to index. Okay, grid ij is not equal to 0. Okay, so if it is 0, we'll already mark it. If it is not equal to 0, then we check if the above or the left value is here, and we make it 0, make it the same thing. And if not, then what we are going to do is, it means that okay, there come two things here. Okay, so let me just make this equal to this, and okay, let me make this index equal to 1. Then what we'll do is we'll do plus plus index, and kid is equal to this. Okay, I think now this is right, and what I simply need to do by the end of it is return index. That's it. Hey, if everything is 0, then what? If everything is 0, then what? Then it will never come here, and my index is this here. So again, this should be 0 actually. No, ideally this should be 0. Ideally this should be 0, because if there is all 0 here, is there any constraint here? That's why I like these kind of streams. We learn together, and active recall is important. Okay, good. You're listening. Okay. So we have put index is now because I have put index equal to 0. I have put index 0 because I wanted like it to return 0 in case there is no island here, like in case everything is like 0. Okay, but what I need to do is, if it is this, let me just what, hey, one thing I'm going to do here is okay, what I'm doing here exactly is, this is like plus plus index what I'm doing here, but again then it will become 1 actually, and it is good na, it is 1, it is good, index is 1, good, ij is still 1. So okay, so it is still 1 actually there. Hey, I think I got this. I think, see, this will work. I feel this will work. Okay. Hey, are you guys getting what exactly I'm doing? See, even though this is a graph problem and we know this is a graph problem, I literally like, I'm not even solving this in a graph way, actually, or maybe I'm solving, but I'm using this whole grid structure here. So are you guys getting what exactly I did here? And maybe I'm wrong, highly possible, but if you say something, I may be. Please say something, boss. Good, 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 good. I should dry run this. I kind of messed it a little bit actually. Okay, so I think the main problem now, why I completely messed it, is because of this. I wanted this also. Okay, no worries. Do this 0, 0. Okay, so now let's try to do this. Okay, so at least, okay, we will dry run this, but with this question, okay, that we had first above 1 2 3 1. Okay, sorry, I was actually drawing. Let me move this here. So our variable was okay, we'll do this one. Okay, 1 1 0 0 0 1 1 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 0 0 1 1. Okay, we have this 0 1 2 3 4, and we have the 0 1 2 3. Okay. So now what we are traversing is with in this. Okay, so first my, okay, so let me tell you how my loop is working. Okay, so loop is first starting with this, then going with each one, then going this, then each one. So this is the order. Okay, I hope you get the order here a little bit. So see, you get the order here now. So this is how I'm starting here. This start here with this 0, and then move till here, then come back. This is how my for loop is working. Okay, so at least you people are getting how exactly my for loop is working, because we have this m and n. Okay, now I had this variable index that I had marked as equal to 0 in the starting, like assuming that instead of using the word index, let's say I'm saying the word number of islands here. Okay, now I came to this place, first one. Now if you see here, for this case actually there is no upper, there is no lower here. So even my either my I is also not greater than 0, and my j is also not greater than 0. My both are 0. Okay, so the only thing then I can do, and we know that okay, we came here only inside because it was not 0. Actually, we only came here because there was something there. Okay, then what we did plus plus index here. So one thing first I need to tell, assume that everything was 0. Everything was 0 here, then this whole for loop will end and the return would be 0. Okay, clear? But again we came inside, and what we did is we made it plus plus index. So now my index is now 1. Okay, so this is now my new index value. Okay, now this is my index value here, 1. Cool. Now if you see what I'm doing here, now again as we are moving in this direction, okay, so we had done here, okay, I put this index equal to 1, and I put this grid ij also is equal to index here. So here, even though it's already 1, what happens here is because I have incremented my index, and again think of it as I'm overriding 1 here. Okay, for now I will move in this direction. Now till I move in this direction, if you see, my I is still 0. Okay, so it will never come in this one. But my j is, as soon as I came here, my j became 1. So my j was not 0. So by and what I am saying is that if and is here, is that a is 0 and grid I and j minus 1 is also greater than 0, I am saying. So now I is 0, j is 1, so j minus 1 is 0. So now what I am doing is just copying the value of this index here. That's it. Maybe I don't need it. See, maybe I don't need this, but this is what I have done. Okay, so I have copied this value here. Now I moved here. It was 0, so I did nothing, completely nothing. My index value is still 1. Now again my I has become, so now what is my I is now 1. Okay, now I came here and j is 0. Okay, did I j was not 1, is not equal to 0. Good. Now what I'm doing is here is, if my I is greater than 0, my I was, yes, it is greater than 0, and I minus 1 is also greater than 0 with the same j, so j is still 0. Okay, so now again I am copying this one here. So if you see here what I did, let me just do this. Okay, I override this value. I had already overridden this value. Okay, so now red marks is the I have overridden this value again. Now when I'm here, what this loop is working now. If you see here now, this loop is the one which is working now. Not loop, but this if else here now. And now I'm marking this again, I minus 1 j. So now again I have overridden this value also here. Okay, now I again move forward here now. Now when I came here again, so what this is if else is, even if one if is done, it will not go to any else here. Okay, so now in this case actually what is happening here, my I is 1, j is 1. Okay, so what I did is I just looked, see, if I is greater than 0, my I is already greater than 0, and my I minus 1 j was also greater than 0 actually already. So it's because if this is connected to this already by default, so this, I think my code is just checking this. I think this order doesn't matter much. It could have been up and down also, the first order of, like, I could have checking j also here, but doesn't matter. So point is that I still got 1 here. Okay, so again this I overrided here. Now when I again moved from here to here to here, 0 0 0, did nothing. My index is still not increased. Again now came here. Now I came here again, 0 0 0, nothing happened. Now when I came at this place, so now my what is I is 2 and j is also 2. Okay, what I found is that even though my I is also greater than 0 and j is also greater than 0, but neither the above part nor the left part has any value which is greater than 0. So then it defaults goes to plus plus index. Okay, now my index was 1, I made this index 2. Okay, now what I'm doing is I am overwriting this value as 2. Now when I moved here and I moved here, okay, nothing. 0 0 0 0 0 0. Now I am going now this is my new I, and again my new j is going from here to here. 0 0 0. I did nothing. As soon as I came here, I saw above, I saw in the left. See, I saw both, and this means that both of my these if were not working for this case. So now again what I will do is I will do again index plus plus 1. So my again index got increased. My index here is now 3. So and what I will do, I override this value to 3. And now when I came here for this one, I am checking I equal greater than 0 again. So my above part is still 0. So this if skipped, but my left part had a number. So what I did is I put 3 here. By the end of this loop, if you see, my index is 3, and that's what I returned. See, right now I am not using the word graph. There's no graph that I even imagined. I even thought it was graph here. Okay, what I did is just simple traveling, and simple traveling. See, eventually we need to do this. We'll do this problem again with graph. But again, let's just right now think of it as, because I don't remember graph and everything rightly. The only way I have at this point of time is try to see brute force it. And again, why I could do this, because yeah, the pattern was very easy to recognize here. Bro, I am saying so much, but let me. Okay, see, I'm not saying that what solution I have is correct, but at least I have some reasoning of that solution. Like why I have this solution is because of I showed you this. Okay, so please people can comment at least, like at least they're getting why I have written this code at least for now. No, we'll submit this to ChatGPT. We'll not run this. We'll just give it to ChatGPT. Okay, but at least please comment if you are getting why I wrote this code, or how did I came to this. I'm waiting for comments, please. Bro, it's already 11 now, so please fast. Hey, I see it is showing good explanation, sir. Understood everything. Good. Hey, understood this, but again, we're not sure if this is the right solution. Okay. So now let's just submit this. Let's say what ChatGPT will say. Okay. So now let's see what it is saying. ChatGPT is saying to me that good that you started, but this approach won't work reliably. Okay. So now there is some issue with this solution also. Okay, you're treating grid as if stores numeric labels, but it's char. Eh? It's a char. Oh, I didn't even look at it, bro. Sorry. Okay, but let us say if I would have created a grid, let us say if I would have created a here, let's say if I've created like grid pass equal to new int m n. Okay, and let us say if we are doing this if grid ij is not equal to is let us say if so say if equal to 1. Okay, okay, j is equal to 1, then what we will do is just put this grid pass here. Okay, will this work now? Let's see if this works. We are still doing single this that will overcount when two labeled regions connect later. Arey, I know, bro. Okay, let's just get before giving me a different solution. What I would want from you is that will overcount when two labeled regions connect later. Okay, see, before I switch to BFS solution, tell me why my solution will not work. You are doing one pass connected component labeling but without any merging step. Okay, that's good. That's what your code assumes, what isn't true. It assumes when you visit a one block, looking only up and left is enough to decide which island it belongs to. That's only safe if island never connect in a way that creates two different labels that. Oh, okay. Okay, so now I got my mistake. Why this problem won't work? When in which case, okay, so let us now it gave me this one problem that where it will not work. So it's saying that let us say if you have this one of problem 1 0 1 1 1 1. So as per my code, what I would be which I was going to do, let us say I would be doing, let us say, hey, I'll put 1 here. Now this is 0. And what I was going to do, I was going to put 2 here. Because I am passing like this. So now see what is the problem with this solution which we gave. Because this is not connected in this way. It gets connected later from this direction. And because of my way of solving it, I already marked it too. I already increased my index also. Okay, so now you know why this solution won't work. Okay, so I actually explained you something which was, it seemed a good idea to me at that time. But now I see the problem actually. This I missed. Okay, so one thing that let us say it's already 11 p.m. so maybe we can close the stream, is that why don't you all, if you are going to come tomorrow also, come with at least reading some theory about DFS. Okay, and that is something which I will also do. So now during this, or again, if I come here and again, let's just learn graph together. I don't know what you ask. What we can do is we can turn tomorrow's session into a graph lecture also, where we'll first try to understand the graph from that root path and first try to solve this graph problem. Or maybe see, before even working on graph, ideally you should actually start from, what do you call it, trees. So maybe tomorrow can be a 2 hour session of trees and graph, and to teach you that, maybe I will also learn or do some revision of trees and graph also. Okay, there's something called how to fix your approach. You'll need union find. Find provisional labels has both up and left labels and they are differ. Union them. Oh, hmm. BFS flood fill guarantees. Every time you find one, you mark the entire connected component as visited. Currently, environments exactly once per island. Simple, yes. Bug prone, easy to understand. Okay, see, I think I remember the DFS BFS thing also now. I just remember like just by using the bug because they have because the word is I'm getting the word here, the whole depth for such. So the whole what we are trying to do here in this. Hey, okay, so if you guys do you want me to do the DFS BFS solution right now or should we do it tomorrow? We have already 2 hour time is passed and I haven't had my dinner also. Tell me, or should we at least complete this one question maybe? I'm waiting for people's comment. Maybe not comment, like somebody to put in the chat here. Okay, bros. Thank you, Cozy. I also was tired. So you saved me also. If you would have said yes, I would have started doing it. Cool then. So we now know why the other solution doesn't work here at least. Okay, this was not bad which we tried actually before. This was still good that we tried this. Okay, I think let's end the stream now. Uh, bye all.